Hello! Hi, Erics! I missed you guys too, oh my god. Keith, oh my god! Thank you so much for the 10 months! Evening. Yo, it's a nerd. Oh my god. Hi, Erics. Hello, Ninjor. I missed you guys. Like, honestly, like, not streaming for so long, I feel like I forgot something. Like, I feel like there's something I have forgotten to do before I went live. But I'll, like, like, I'm wearing pants and a shirt. So, like, if I forgot something, at least it's not like, a lot, Princess, how are you? I'm doing awesome. Tired, I'm on a graveyard shift. Oh, ugh. It's the same living without telling you guys my entire life story every night. I kind of feel the same way, where, like, I'm just like, I don't have the little people on my computer to tell stories to at the end of the night. How am I gonna keep this many stories? Oh my god, there's someone at my door. I'm just being called down for dinner. They're not used to me being live at 6. Oh my god, you have legs? I do have legs. I should go home. You get a lot of stories to tell now? I do. Oh my god. Like, too many, actually. I'm splitting them up into sections, maybe. My bullies embarrassed me in front of my entire class. Now I'm gonna tell you something really fun and cool, Erics. I remember so very little of what happened in high school. Um, no one's gonna remember, you know? Like, you might not think it's true, but it's true. Trust me. Just simply no one's gonna remember. Oh, now they're spilling the secrets. I'm not spilling the secrets. I literally have pictures. Like, there's things I literally can't talk about. Some like me. I might put on a song after this one. I like this song. So I might put a song after this one and run and go grab dinner and then come back. I know it's true. I told them the same thing to the populars. Nobody's just gonna care how many people like you after high school. I mean, as long as you know. Oh no, Eric's. They have receipts? I do. Tori, hello! What is it? Of like be someone else's coat. Not my names. Guys, one day I'll memorize this song. And there's no rapture. And I'm in your head. I asked if you play D&D, and it's like ending up from this endless nightmare. This is this is us, this is me, and how we're meant to be. They're safe. And I've been every nerd. And I've been down to limit his image, and then he's a nerd, and I've been waiting every night for you guys to come back. I mean, okay, happy cult day. Why is it happy cult day? I'm insanely sick, and me and Ollie have agreed Mischief gave me COVID over the streams. No! Mischief hasn't even gone live yet. Here tonight. I don't find this easy like you. It's September 6th and you didn't go to work? I know. I'm actually kind of mad about it. They've been on Cake Stream? Oh! I got to set the finish of cat hotline. Ooh, that's so cool, Eric's. Hey up, hello, Mischief. How are you feeling, by the way? Pretty good. Like, I feel fine. I'm just still testing positive for COVID, which means I can't go to work. With you. Okay, I'm gonna put on a longer song so I have time to go grab dinner. Back of a cab, it's with no strings, or a pair of headphones. The only heaven. I know it's song. I know it's song. Alright. You guys sing along to this. I'm gonna go run and grab dinner, okay? You guys ready? Have fun. And I'm in your Twitch chat. I got the key and he's just a doormat. And even though he's got social skills, me and I can't pay the bills. Oh, it's Ollie and it's Atlas. Pretty quick. Oh. Told you, boyfriend's an asshole. We're burning task document? That's fun. Guys, I thought dinner was pulled pork because I saw the like, slow cooker. No, it's mushroom soup. I am just so ecstatic right now. You got bow. Oh, Eric's, if you don't like the taste of, like, lemon and water, get, like, lemon ginger tea. That's probably, like, the way to go. And then put honey in it. And, like, yeah, I also don't really like the taste of lemon, but it will help. Want you to notice me with no restraining order, please. Jason Derulo. No. You get ginger lemon tea. Like, it is a type of tea. Ba-da-da-bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Hello! The music still should be playing. Hello. The music is very quiet. The song Karma has popped up, and I think that is funny. Miko! Thank you so much for the sub! Oh my god, it has been 4 months. Yo! Okay, but why would I do that when I could simply suffer and research backwards for hours on end? Okay, I mean, you could do that as well. Like, that's fair. The sweater? Pretty good. My nails are painted. We have a lot to talk about. You look like a sunset? Thank you. That is the best compliment. I love that. Guess what? 8 months, 9 days, 20 hours. Honeybees have 5 eyes. Honeybees have these simple eyes called ocalide, 2 large compound eyes. They use their Ocellid eyes detect light instantly. The other two large eyes are used for detecting movement. Ooh. My son ran out while you were on vacation. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Funny fact. Spoons! Spoons, I miss you too. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, as you guys know, I've been away. I'm back now. It's been, I didn't realize it had been 18 days. Apparently it's been 18 days. Whole gang's here. I'm very excited. Like how most of the cult here has just got sick. To be fair, the majority of the cult here was, like, together. Yo! Dragon, thank you so much for the raid! Time to not see Ult here for 6 months. Yeah, pretty much. I'm bidding Ninja's house down. Excellent. Good. We're missing Raindrop. We are missing Raindrop. Raindrop will probably, you know, come whenever they want, you know? It was a streamer party. Yeah, that's true. Okay. So, because I'm really bad at, like, remembering things in order, I have, like, pictures on my phone, so I'm going... It's been 84 years. I have pictures on my phone, and I'm gonna go through the pictures, and then I'm gonna be able to tell you what has happened. So, like, there might be knitting today, but it'll probably be mostly me just talking about what happened. There's some things I can't talk about until later, because we were working on stuff, but actually, before I talk about what happened, I'm gonna show you guys, like, the merch that I got. We killed a man on this trip. This is true and factual. Coca, hello! How are you doing? This is the first time I've smiled in days. Oh, Eric's, I'm really sorry that, like, you know, you haven't smiled in a few days, but I'm glad that I can make you smile. Okay, okay. So, hold on a sec. This got all twisted up. Okay, so. Oh, it paused. Did it pause? No. Why can't I hear it anymore? Hello? Hello? That's so cool. Hold on. I unplugged the headphone and it was just like, no, no. No, no. No, no. That's silly and stupid. Okay, we fixed it. So I got the merch. Miss you, Ult here. I miss you guys too, like a lot, actually. I'll ask any one of my friends and I doodle call or talk about it all the time. You doodle call tier and you don't show us? Bro. Podcaster, I know, right? My god, the amount of times I've gotten home from school and said I should tell Cara about this and then remember you out. No! You need to remember the things you can tell me afterwards. That bad, just overused bunny. Oh. Technical issue really is an ultra stream, it isn't a dream. Shut up! Shut up! I'm trying my best! Alright, I'm packing powers of my newfound ghostly powers. Oh my god. You get embarrassed? Oh no, but you should show us because I want to see. There's been a lot that you miss, Ultier. Oh, yo, I'm so excited for your guys' story times as much as about telling mine. Okay, so, the 1 year anniversary merch that we tell- I have it! I own it! My effing white one didn't come in. I didn't get the signed- So, everyone else's stuff came in, but not mine. I got the black one, but not the white one. So, hopefully the white one comes in eventually, and then I can get it signed. But, like, I got the black one. This is the- Look at the back. Look how cool that is. Look. My characters are on a piece of clothing. Like, look. This character and this character. Oh my god. The white one, I know. They will come, and then, like, most of the people who work on the podcast live near me, so they'll be able to sign it. It's fine, but, like, you guys get the 1 year anniversary merch. You can still get it. It does still exist if you want it. Whoever drew the design for the back is really good at art. This is true and factual. Thank you, Spoons. So that's, like, it's not under Islentha, it's under podcast. Because there's only one podcast in existence, and it's, mine. Also, if my voice sounds weird, this is another disclaimer. I do have COVID. I am still testing positive for COVID. I don't feel sick anymore. And I haven't for a few days. But I didn't lose my sense of taste or smell, but it definitely got, like, you know, like the sick taste? Like, you know when, like, you know when you get sick and food tastes weird? Yeah, I have that. And I think it's, like, you know, because of the phlegm. Not to be gross or anything, or a little bit TMI, but, like, there's phlegm, and it makes everything taste gross, and it makes my mouth taste gross, and it's awful. But it's fine. We're fine. Right, True needs to go on an adventure. Ninja sign and send to me and I sign. No, that's why I got you guys to sign in the book, so I could, like, trace over it. That's why I got you and Dragon to sign in the book, so that I could sign over it. So it's gonna go to Ninjor, and Ninjor is gonna get, like, Editor Guy and Jupiter Blue to sign it, and himself, and then he's gonna send it to me, and then I'm gonna get the other people. Skill issue, get away. So we only have one for now. I don't think I got it. Keith, if you have not felt symptoms yet, you didn't get it. Trust me. Oh my god, yes, a sick taste. No one ever talks about that. Right? Okay, so, like, I'm not the only person. Like, I didn't lose my sense of taste. If anything, it's become enhanced, and it's awful. It is less fun, though, yeah. Is it Puma in my belongings has your smile just left me breathless? That's a good one, buddy. That's good. Imagine getting sick. Couldn't be me. Awesome. Okay, literally everyone who stayed at Ninjor's house after, like, the cabin got sick except for Spoons. And I need you guys to know that Spoons was, like, sharing a bed with Mischief, and then Mischief got sick. And so we were sharing a bed in the basement, and then I got sick. Spoons didn't get sick. I feel like in the juice fan, I don't know, it's such a strong feeling for me to fit in now that most of my grade hates me. I mean, Eric's, I feel like you can either just, like, not tell people you're in it, like, that you're, like, if it still brings you joy as a fandom, which shows me I'm funny so that I didn't get it. No, I know, like, it's just superior. Spoons is a god, actually. Hi, Void. And it gets sick, of course, I only was there for, like, 2 to 3 days at a time. It's true, but, like, the day that you were there, it's actually quite interesting that you didn't get sick, because I'm pretty sure that's, like, when all of us did. Spoons is built different, this is true, but to be fair, Spoons did have it recently-ish, so, like, you're just stronger than y'all? Actually, though. Candle or no candle? Ooh, in what context? I don't know. So, I'll start from the beginning. Raccoons simply have a different immune system. This is true, this is true. So I'll start from the beginning, because this is, like, was crazy. Wait, did they have it already? Yeah, like, when they were away for those few months. Like, you don't become immune, but I feel like it would give you some immunity for, like, a little bit, right? It was probably the con, which does kind of surprising both the con and the time with everyone at Ninja's. Yeah, it was definitely the con. We definitely all got it at the con, because my sister also got sick, so me and my sister are, like, stuck in our rooms right now, and when we leave, we have to put on masks. If we touch anything, we have to wipe it down. Like, we're, again, pretty sure we're not contagious, but, like, my brother and my mom cannot get sick. My mom works with children, and my brother would have a really hard time with a lung disease. So, like, they're spreading falsehoods. Hi, Hoopster, how you doing? Dude, I saw your merch! We have matching merch! We have matching merch. I got a haircut, it's so nice. Yo! Can't get it again for, like, for a month, I know from experience. Okay, it's been a little bit longer than a month, but, you know, different immune systems and all. I'm insanely lucky throughout the whole pandemic I have yet to get COVID. Like, this is literally the first time, and, I'm upset about it. Candle is melting? Uh-oh. I did not get COVID so far, but I did get Unguarded during the pandemic. Oh my god. You do look awesome in the merch, Hoopster, I agree. Yeah, but it meant that I couldn't go to work today. Which you would probably think to yourself, oh, that sounds awesome. You didn't get to go to work today? It sucked. I, like, I was so, like, my brain was so ready to go back to work that I felt guilty about not going to work, even though my boss literally was like, don't come back to work until you test negative. And I'm like, that could be a bit, actually. Um, but it does mean that I have a lot of time to edit the podcast now and write. So that's cool, I guess? I just remember that I have techno merch, but guess who's got it? Oh, yeah, so Keith sent me his techno merch, just, like, for ease, honestly. But we can't give it to him. Because the house is under quarantine. Like, the only thing I can think of is that I could, like, leave it outside the door and you could come pick it up, but, like... That being said, I did have 3 rascals come to my house today. Remember what these had gotten my brother that I lived with had 5 times? Ooh! Ooh! Turgeon, that sucks! At least you won't get attacked by Siren Head, this is true. I still have that video on my phone. Throw it through a window. I could do that. No, they don't have the germs. I can wash it with, like, Lysol or whatever and throw it out. It's not, you know. Have you tried a t-shirt gun? No. I find it funny if I'm not hurrying to get it, don't worry. Okay, fair enough. Which 3 rascals? Okay, so, before I talk about the trip, I'll talk about what happened today. So, if you guys watch me and a lot of my friends, you guys probably know that for months now, people have been like, oh, you better watch out for September 6th. Oh, you know, we'll deal with this on September 6th. Like, this is what's happening on September 6th. And I had no effing idea what was happening on September 6th. In my head, September 6th was my first day back at work. We do watch you. But I mean, like, retain the information from my stream, is what I mean. And then, like, people have been saying, like, oh, you're not going to work on September 6th, which turned out to be true. Even though I super was supposed to. And what happened is, Liam, as you guys know as Hackerman, Cakebird, and Billy Bumble, so my sister came into my room, which is fine, you know? It just jinx you all here, for real, actually. Because, like, I need you guys to know how often I take sick days from work. And it is basically, I've taken 3 sick days ever, and 2 of them have been at my current job. Now there's 4. I don't take sick days. So, this is really rare. Gone wrong, gone right? It's brilliant. It just, no one tells me the future. I just don't take sick days. And so my sister comes to my room, and she's holding her phone like this. And when someone comes in your phone holding your phone like this, your immediate thought should be, they're filming me. I just didn't even register it. I thought she was coming in to show me something on her phone. Because why else would she come into my room? And then she's talking to me, and I hear a thump thump, thump thump on the window. There's a window right here. And I was like, what the F was that? Like, I'm, like, thinking, like, a bird, like, crashed into my window. The Canucks winning the Super Bowl this year? Probably not. They're coughing on people at work like an iPad kid. See, I'd never got a cough, really. Like, I drank medicine one time, and the medicine gave me a cough because... Okay, this is, again, a little TMI. The phlegm was, like, soothing my throat, so my throat wasn't dry, and then as soon as I took the medicine that made, you know, the phlegm go away, my throat became dry. So then I started coughing. But there was no other point that I coughed. And I still am not. You can probably tell that my nose is stuffed up. Doing lean? Bro, it was like tea medicine. It wasn't even pills. Like, it wasn't even like Tylenol, you know? It was like powder that you put into a tea that made tea. That's awesome, definitely will get so when I went back to college. Jesus. I want a surprise Billy from Billy Bubble. Neocitrin. There we go. That one. That's what it's called. I have a bad coughing when I got it. I just, like, it was, like, I just simply didn't cough. But anyways, they're throwing Nerf darts. There's one in my gutter now. There's a Nerf dart in my gutter now. They lost one, so L. And I look down and I just see Liam, Cakebird, and Billy Bumble. And then they're, like, holding up an Arizona, like, iced tea, and they're like, we have a peace offering. Remember, kids' drugs are bad. Anyways, here's the names, effects, and nicknames of all the major drugs. Ah, yes. Only Canadians will remember the DARE program. I have a fever and I feel bad. Bro, take medicine, actually. Do things to make you feel better. Oh no, Hoopster. Got a surprise meeting of Billy Bumble on my way out. This is true. Oh yeah, they came to visit me on my way out too, but then they were there. I hurt my throat, hurts, and I cough. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the peace offering. So I went downstairs, I'm wearing a mask, okay? Like, again, like, we want to be safe here, okay? We have DARE in the US. Oh, do they really? Okay, I was, like, always under the impression that it was a weird Canadian thing. The DARE program. Oh my god, the DARE program. It's 8:30, so unfortunately I cannot do anything. Make yourself some tea. For real. Put some honey in it. Cough on them, assert dominance. No, I don't want to get them sick! Like, 2 of them are going to school soonish. No. Tea time, tea time. It is tea time. Oh yeah, if you don't have tea, this is what I used to do at work, okay? So, like, this is what I used to do when I worked at a coffee shop. Oh, I'm so sorry, Eric. Suffer, I guess, lol. Is I used to take about this much hot water, okay? And I put a packet of honey in it, about that much, okay? And then I would just take it like a shot, and then, like, help my throat. We're skipping this song. We're gonna turn down the volume a little bit. Okay. I went home from college because I was sick. Oh no. Oh no, Hoopster. I'm so sorry. I may or may not have told you guys I ate something that is pretty much only in my state, so that's fun. Honestly... Wait, what do I do? I zone out? You can, like... So you don't have honey, unfortunately, but, like, drinking, like, hot water will also kind of help. So, like, you can drink hot water. Has her heating pad and a drinking blanket to cope with her anxiety while watching Ultralight. Oh. Oh. I hope I'm a nice little cozy streamer that helps with, you know, the relaxing. I'm on, like, week 3. I'm so sorry, Hoopster. Jeez, I'm, like, okay. You know? Like, I can't go to work because I'm still testing positive, but, like, I'm, like, okay. Okay. Ollie's excited about something. Karma, favorite streamer. Guess what? I fixed the feet of the landing gear on the drone for drone competition because the teacher didn't know how to fix it in the software, and I also learned how to use the 3D printer. The printer is a little... Well, but I need to work on it. I am so proud of you, Ollie. That's awesome. That sounds dope. That's dope. Learning, like, you're learning so many new skills and cool skills. It's awesome. Dope. I hope you guys do awesome at, like, competitions and stuff. Koga, you're a delight. Koga is a delight. Here's a saying positive and testing negative. Yeah! Anyways, okay, so I went downstairs, wearing my mask. We're staying, you know, 6 feet apart. They, like, put the Arizona, like, on the ground, and then I grabbed the Arizona, and I am holding the Arizona. And this is what these... like, these little gremlins do. They're just like, you should open that. Now, if you know me, you know that I have some pretty bad food fear. Guys, I saw this guy live. The Scott Hellman, I saw this guy live. And, like, when I watched Mother. Cool, anyways. You just got back from the COVID test hoping for some positive results. Wait, what? That my friends were taking... And I mean, when they knew I was, like, bad suffering for hours. See, okay. See, here's the thing. And I was just like, no, I'm not gonna open it now because, like, I'm gonna put it in the fridge. Because, but now I'm like, okay, it's sealed, and they're fine, but they keep, like, saying, like, hey, you should open it now. They should open it now. But the thing is that I don't think they know this, and they're not watching right now. I don't think they know this, but, like, yeah, you would say, like, oh, they shook it. It's in a carton. This song is by Scott Hellman. Sweet Tooth. The thing is, it's in a carton, okay? When you shake a carton, it doesn't explode. So, like, that's what I think they did as well, that they shook it, and they're just, like, so excited for me to open it on stream and it explode, and it's simply not gonna explode. So anyways, so we talked for a little bit, and then they were like, I want ice cream. And I was like, oh, I really want ice cream too. But then, like, I can't get in the car with them. I shouldn't be going out for a walk, right? Like, I shouldn't be going into, like, public spaces or whatever, right? Like, unnecessarily like that. So they were just like, oh, we'll just go pick you up some ice cream. I also feel like I really need to iterate that, like Uber Eats Skip the Dishes doesn't exist around here, like, specifically where I live. So, like, I'm so stoked. And so they go get ice cream, they come back, they give me ice cream, and we sit outside, again, apart from each other, and we just ate ice cream and talked and chatted and played with a ladybug for probably a few hours. Well, the Arizona is carbonated, is it? A little bit, yeah. But in a carton, it doesn't do the same thing it does in a can. Because it's not as sealed in a carton. So, like, it just doesn't... Unnecessary. Ice cream is necessary. Okay, like... just walk 2 meters behind them, look like a stalker. No, I really shouldn't be going, like, into town, okay? Like, that doesn't... Like, that's not... It's not responsible, guys. Again, like, I'm like 99% sure I'm not contagious. But, like, it's that 1% where you're like, you have to be careful, you know? Wait, I've got ice cream? Okay, have fun, Tori. Started working on my community blanket where I crochet a square for each one of my friends. Do you want to be put in the blanket? I was thinking about making a bunch of eyes to put on the square. Oh my god, Coca, I would love that. I would love that immensely. And then you should show the blanket in the crafts and creations, because that is my favorite channel in the cult here. That's not even a joke. It's, like, dominated by Bunny right now, though. My candle is only lit in my room, and I have Lovejoy playing. Oh my god, this is so peaceful. Ooh, Eric, that sounds awesome. You could shake it in a can and it wouldn't blow up? No, like, when you open up a can, it will, like, spray. It does when you have it in the can. Hail through the safety police, SMH my head. See, I thought you guys were gonna be, like, the opposite of this, because now I'm gonna be telling you that I went to a My Chemical Romance concert, like, 2 days ago. Okay, we were double masked, okay, wearing double masks. We had a medical mask, and then we had a cloth mask on top. Like, we were putting on so much hand sanitizer and washing our hands and making sure we were, like, not near people with COVID, brah. Yes, this is now that I've said this, you guys are taking back those ice cream comments. You guys are just like, now hold on a second. Now hold on a second. Now hold on a second. I had our hard plastic mask too, this is true. We were very, very safe. And it was like, so one, in Ontario, which is where we were, there is no isolation law anymore, so we were not breaking the law. So there's that. Two, after about 5 days, and especially when you're not showing symptoms anymore, you're not contagious. So that's why we kind of justified going to this My Chemical Romance concert. But that's why, like, I'm trying to be safe with all the other aspects. We didn't leave the house for 5 days. We were stuck in the house for such a long time. Yeah. The ice cream jokes are the funny This is the funny weirds. I'm so sorry, Atlas. I look the coolest? You did look pretty cool. In a carton, the carbon will just absorb and dribble out when you open it. Exactly, this is what I mean. Like, it doesn't, I don't think they realize it. We took so many effing drugs. I didn't, because again, I wasn't feeling symptoms anymore. The My Chemical Romance concert was awesome, though. He came out in a skeleton costume. But here's the thing, okay, I thought we were, like, good, like, I was, like, so excited. I was like, he came out in a skeleton costume, he had white face paint on, he was walking around the stage like this. Because he's just that type of guy. He's just a little man. And then, so yesterday, he performed again in Toronto. He came out in a cat costume. So I think we actually lost. Oh, we kids asked me what the third gender is, and I said Weezer. That's the only correct answer. What's a third J's? Weezer. Okay, but actually though, that's correct. You are correct for that, actually. He's just a silly little man. Okay, so if you guys have never heard Gerard Way just, like, speak, he sounds so very close to being British. Like, he is so close to being British. He's from New Jersey. I don't know what type of effing accent he got there. But anyways, when he talks, he has quite a higher pitched voice, and he talks, he has a very distinct speaking voice, anyways. And I remember when he just started talking, I looked over to Spoons, and Spoons was just like, and I could tell, like, maybe this is incorrect, but, like, it felt like Spoons was, like, processing, like, is this a voice that he's putting on? Is this his real voice? Hold on a second. And then he will do things like, stand back. Why are you guys booing? And he will just do a deep voice like that, but it sounds like the most off thing ever, and it's really funny. Like, I thought being stuck in the house with y'all for a week straight. I love you guys, but oh boy, I have my limits. It was a lot. Singing voice and speaking voice are vastly different. They really are. I still support your decision to go downstairs, and I still think you should got the ice cream. I condone violence. I did get ice cream. I just didn't go grab it. I was brought it. No, I knew that was his voice. Okay, cool. It just, like, I looked over, and I could just have, like, this flicker of, like, confusion. Walter, you were, in the exact same experience when you finally hear me sing. Oh my god, oh my god. Mika, I'm so excited for that. Man really broke up the mosh pit. He really did. I was having a great time. I'm glad. Someone tries to shove me into a locker. No, Eric, I'm so sorry. Guys, I have soup. Hold on. I have soup, and I need to remember I have soup, so I eat soup. It tastes kind of like soup. God dang it. None of us, except for Rax, lost our sense of taste or smell. So that's kind of an L on Rax. I'm so sorry, Rax. Scroll up? What am I scrolling up? Someone from the UK really asked me if I watched Towers Go. Oh, okay. Okay. Understandable. Yeah, Rax skill issues. Rip Rax. I'm working on it. I have other business and priorities. Yes, very good. Yeah, the concert was awesome. The concert was amazing. And then, now I'm back home, obviously, so I did take a plane. And I'm so effing tired, man. I am just, like, I didn't eat a lot, because, like, not today. Today I've eaten enough, and yesterday I was on a plane yesterday. And I'm not jet-lagged, but, like, oh, Eric, so I'm not talking about you being understandable. I read, I'm working on it, I have other business and prioritizing right now, which is what I said, understandable too. Maybe depends on how I'm feeling on, No! Oh yeah, Keith, I remember you telling about that. Amazing, show-stopping, incredible, never been done before. See, like, it didn't feel like jet lag until this morning, and then I was just like, huh, this might be jet lag. Oh my god, I get on a plane tomorrow? Yeah, you do. Okay. Is cringe, and why can't the world just have one big time zone? I'm sure nothing would go wrong. Yeah, I'm sure it would be completely fine. Okay. So, I'm gonna go through my phone, and I'm gonna tell you guys everything that you've missed. So, first of all, I had to take off a lot of pictures off of my phone because I was running out of storage. Turns out it's because there's no chip in my phone. I was told when I bought my phone that it didn't support having a chip in it. Apparently it does. So while I was there, I bought a chip, and now there's a ton of storage on my phone, but I took all up a lot of pictures. Ready for dinner? I have toasted ravioli, pizza rolls, and meatballs. Whatever you feel like having, because if you're sick, that's definitely a decision. What you think you should be having. Imagine losing your taste with COVID. Couldn't be me. Alice, did you lose your taste with COVID? I wrote a few songs and did a little bit of writing starters for the Years Away background pocket. I didn't want to send it to you for feedback when you were on vacation, so you're sitting in my Google Docs. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, Ollie, I'm so incredibly excited. Oh my god. I love reading other people's writing. That's so, Ultra Vlog King, yep. That's why I asked I couldn't choose. Oh, okay. I like the idea of toasted ravioli. That sounds like a pretty good sick meal. I'm not gonna lie. That's with the BTS King, this is true. I'm superior. Okay, fair enough. I've been researching backwards for 3 hours per night. Okay, another thing that happened while I was gone. Okay, so I was gone. And then effing Kane Pixel, our good man who makes the Backrooms found footage videos, released not one video while I was gone, but effing 2. He released 2 videos while we were gone. You know who also released a video? Async Research. So there's 3, I think there's 3 Backrooms videos that we have to watch. So that's so cool for Kane. I love that for him. And he released it, the Monday that I was gone. Don't hug me, I'm scared as clothes. Oh yeah, I forgot that video came out. Anyways, so the day that we were leaving, Liam Cakebird, I've had a really nice bookend. I don't want to talk about effing Utah. I have a really good book ending of what happened because Liam Cakebird and Billy Bumble came to my house the day that my sister and I were leaving, and we did some fun stuff. There was some stuff that happened between the Cultier crew while I was not there because of people met up before I got there, so that happened. There was the plane. My sister and I had the entire airport to ourselves for about 2 hours. So that was fun. When we got there, Utah watching right now, Sag. I don't want to talk about effing Utah. If people don't know what happened, this is spoilers for the most recent and also last Wilbur lore. He's from effing Utah. Wilbur Soot's from Utah. His character is from Utah. Which means that when he made L'Manberg, and he was like, no Americans are allowed, don't trust the Americans, it meant that he was always the traitor. Which is hilarious. It is really, really funny. But I don't want to talk about it. No, the joke there, Atlas, is that he faked a British accent for his entire life. I hate that for him. Anyways, so when I got to Ninjor's house, I see Mischief go behind this bush, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, they're literally doing anything. They could be doing so many things, right? So I don't even think about it. So I opened up the door, and I get shot with an effing Nerf gun. Multiple times, by Dragon. And then Mischief behind me, spraying me with a water gun. And I had nowhere to go, because I don't know Ninjor's house with a Nerf gun. I got shot with a Nerf gun. And not only is it on camera, Keith, it's on camera from, 3 different angles. I know the double whammy, that maybe was full auto, it was. I want to see this. Call this the pitch maneuver. See, but I couldn't move, right? Because I felt really awkward. Because like obviously I've just been invited to Ninja's house, so I'm not gonna like run up the stairs or something, right? Because I have not been invited into the house. But I'm not gonna go outside because that's where I'm getting shot with a water gun. So that was fun. So that was kind of like my welcome into this. This only happened to me, by the way. Like, my sister didn't get hit with this. Me who stopped watching Dream Recipe lore and streams in general since I found Coltier because Brain no longer work with big chats like Rambo or Tommy, the ones I watch the most. Oh my god, just turn off the chat. They're so funny. I highly suggest if you cannot handle bigger chats is simply turning them off because those streamers are still funny. You know, they're so entertaining. I had a very warm welcome. That's so cool for you, Keith. I'm so glad. Okay. So that was the first night. So, I think my sister and I, like, took a nap, and then we got woken up, and a few of us, the people I have pictured, are Spoons, Rex, Mischief, and Blue, and we went into Toronto. We went to Toronto, and we went to this little shop called, Curioso, which is like, it's kind of a Harry Potter themed shop, but it's also a witch shop. Ever since I found the Cult Tier, I can't watch big chats anymore. Uh-oh. I stopped watching yours after discovering Cult Tier 2. That's really funny. Oh, Keith was also there. Keith was also there. I'm like, was trying to like remember who actually went with us. I got so used to people constantly being funny at streams where they just stop talking or have deep conversation just aren't good anymore. Uh-oh. Spell chat's best chat. I'm so glad. I am so glad that that's really funny. That's really funny that there's 3 people that were just found the cult here and were like, no, Dream SMP, L. Mid. I wish I had seen the shop. The shop was pretty cool. It was, like... It was cool. It wasn't, like... It wasn't super witchy. It was kind of like... There was tarot cards. But, like, that was, like, basically it. I was never into Dream SP yet. I somehow got my first friend into it. That's really funny. So waiting for Dad's U2? Oh, wow. Maybe you should for, like, the first release? Because if that's for the first release, you might want to contact them about that. Like, for having my face never be photographed. I mean, you're in a few of these photographs, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. After section, we finally get ice cream, but it's, like, frozen. Oh, it's fine. Oh, soup. What type of soup did you have, Ollie? I didn't get to go. Turgid. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So, at this place, I got this. It's called the Hollowwood. It's a storytelling card game. So basically, it's, like, in a little box like this, right? Okay, and then the cards come out. And there's a few different ways to play the game, but the idea of it is there's these cool little pictures on all the cards, and no matter which card you put them beside, they fit. And it works with all of them. See? And so the idea there is you tell a story with these cards. So, for instance, I could put this down, and I could say, you hear thumping in the woods. And then someone would put down this, and says this, put down this card, and says that, so you go hide in the hole here. And, like, that's kind of like how the game works. Chicken and rice with veggies. Ooh. Voltaire has no photos of me for now. This is true. So yeah, that's what I got. We never got to actually play this game while we were there, but I got it and I thought it was cool. I thought the art was really cool. Those cards are awesome, right? They're amazing. Like, they're so cool. They're so cool. So that's what we did the first day. And then we went to a place called Stormcrow. So if you live in Vancouver, you probably know what Stormcrow is. Because there was one there. but there's not anymore. It's a Phil, it's Dad's up, but he as well. Oh, okay, that hasn't released yet, I don't think. I think you're okay. I think you're okay. Atlas, what would you like me to scroll to? Cool tier. If there's something you're into, there's a cool shop near me where you'd be interested the next time you're on the mainland. Ooh, like witch stuff. Ooh, kind of, a little bit. Like, I have 2 sets of tarot card decks and a book. But there's also a nice little witch shop here. That I walk into sometimes. I feel like I should say this, I'm not a witch. And I say that only because I don't want people to pretend that, like, to think that I am, because I don't practice it. It's, like, a lot of work, right? Like, there's a lot of practice that goes into it and a lot of learning, and I've just not done it. So I don't want to claim that I'm something that I have not done anything with, basically. Like, I know what tarot cards mean, and that's, like, basically it. It has lots of rocks. Ooh, I do like rocks. Just want an ice cream, not a workout? Just wait for it to melt, Tori. Just wait for it to melt. Wait, where? Ooh, it is downtown? Well, okay, people know I live in Victoria. It's in Victoria. It's in Fantan Alley. Yeah. Am I spilling wax? Turn up, blow it out. Imagine not being a witch and still learning. I'm just not. Anyways, we went to Stormcrow. Stormcrow is a nerd bar. Fantan Alley, my beloved. Fantan Alley is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's the most famous alley in the world. I think that is how you spell it, but I wouldn't know. Impatient, I want it now. Okay, well, I can't help you then, Tori. Yeah, so Fantan Alley is, or not Fantan Alley, Stormcrow is, it's a nerd bar. So, like, there is, like, a bunch of nerd culture stuff everywhere. Like, what type of pictures did I take here? There is, in the bathroom, there is a door that says, "Don't open, dead inside." We were in the Star Wars section, so there was a bunch of Star Wars stuff. Right beside us, there was a bunch of beakers and stuff that were going off. There was lights, there was, all the food is nerd themed, so, like, Star Wars, Marvel, all the things, right? Oh, which burns. Burn them. Ice cream and microwave for 5 seconds, that might work. I need to make sure to get more time off next time so I can go to all the cool places too. This is true. And a lot of us were there. I have a picture of all of us. I'm not going to show it because it has a few people in it that don't want their face shown, but I will name them all. So there's me, Blue, Mischief, Nox, Dragon, Keith, Aster, Boyd, Ninjor, Rax, Spoons. I feel like there was someone else that was there that's being covered up. No, there isn't. Anyways, yeah, and so we, like, people got a few cool drinks. Like, you joke, I'm not a witch. You need to make sure to get more, oh, yeah. Like, we got a few cool drinks, we got food, the drinks lit up. That was pretty fun. Getting the bag back together. Like, there was a lot of us at the end. So this is a big group, right? This is a big group. Like, there's, like, 15 of us, right? I drank a lot. A lot of people drank a lot, to be fair. I also need to iterate that none of us were, like, driving because we were taking the train and stuff, so we're good, okay? Like, and, like, there's a lot of us there. This is, like, the first night we're there, by the way, that, like, me and my sister are there. There's a lot of us there. And so, like, because I'm at the end of the table, the waitress starts talking to me. My waitress is like, "Hey, so what is this? Like, are you guys celebrating something? There's a lot of you guys here." And it wasn't a birthday. And they knew it wasn't a birthday because we didn't say it was a birthday, right? So they're like, "Is this a D&D group? Like, what is this?" And I said, "Oh, well, it's like, oh, we're celebrating, the 1-year anniversary of our podcast." And she was like, "Oh," and then, like, so I explained what the podcast is about, what it is, and she's like, "Oh, that's awesome." And she's like, "What's it called?" And so, like, she wrote down the name of the podcast, wrote down the name of, like, our group, like, Lantern Zora, and I, like, told her, like, what each person did, for the podcast in the group, and she's like, "That is so cool." And I was like, "Yeah, like, these are where people are from, like, because we're all from the different, like, all over the different country, and we're also whatever, and she was like, that is so cool, and she's like, I'm gonna definitely be telling, like, the rest of my coworkers about this podcast, because it's a fantasy podcast, obviously, so. But I really want to visit the island again. I haven't been there in a few years, and I hella miss it, not gonna lie. Well, there's a convention coming up. I unfriended a few of my friends who actually tell people to... That's good. Good. Or that I'm wearing a witchy-themed sweater right now. Ooh. Oh, I rolled for my burger? This is true? You could roll for a burger at Stormcrow, so you can, like, roll for the different things on your burger. Bro, I would, but I have school and work. Oh, I'm so sorry, Atlas. One time, then. It was awesome to see everyone having them not realize who I was. This is true. I saw Void, and Void, like, was... Because, okay, so, like, I know what Void looks like, and they change a very significant part of their appearance, and I didn't recognize them, and I felt bad for after. Go to Cap City Comic Con if you can. I don't think I can go anymore, but a big chunk of the culture will be there. This is true and factual. I can either do Tommy chat cosplay or my Lifestealers chat cosplay. Ooh. Whichever you want, Eric's, but... You know. Lifestealer cos, please, please, please. But yeah, so that's what we did the first day. Fantan was awesome. It's the first time I've gone. So that was pretty cool. Okay, what did we do? Okay, and then the next day, cabin. Most people know that we went to the cabin to do something. We can't talk about the thing yet. You guys will be finding out later what we actually did at the cabin, but I can tell you the things that we did around that. First. So I was in a car with Aster, Rax, and Blue. Blue made a playlist, called, car playlist for, like, silly car playlist for gay people, and we could all add music to it. So I have a bunch of videos of us just, like, scream singing to music in the car. Indigo is such a cool word. This is true and factual. The cabin was beautiful. There was a lot of people there because there was, like, we added, like, a few people that were, like, Ninja's friends to that group. So, like, Garrett was there. So Garrett is the person who edits the dialogue portion of the podcast. And then there was a few of Ninja's friends that were also there. So we went from an already really big group to a bigger group, and we're all in a cabin for approximately a week. It was a lot. There was a lot of drinking. There was a lot of food. And there was a lot of just a lot. Garrett, the cowboy. This is true and factual. We did some swimming. We, did some, jet skiing. I did a lot of reading. I finished my book, so that was fun. There were several cuddle piles, and I actually began feeling things again. There was a lot of cuddle piles. This is true. There was marshmallows. That was pretty fun. I don't remember what any of these videos are, so I don't know which ones I can show and which ones I can't. I'm just looking at them to, like, remember what happened. Spoons found a frog at some point. We made fire. I worked on some storyboarding for the thing that Hoopster and I are working on. We watched the Rocky Horror Picture Show in a giant cuddle pile in the living room. That was good. That was good. That was fun. I liked that a lot. Okay, I think I could talk about this. Ninja, can I talk about the drone? What'd you get for being greedy? Can I talk about the drone? I need to know. Oh, okay, but the kayak, though. Okay, so I went in the kayak because I like the kayak, right? In the kayak, we're having fun, going around, right? And I accidentally kick a spider egg sack that was in the kayak, and thousands of spiders just come crawling out. And I'm like, okay. There is no reason for me to start freaking out right now. And I don't want to jump in the lake. So I'm just gonna calmly canoe back and then jump out of the canoe. And then I was like, the egg sack. The egg sack. And I was like, okay. And I put my legs in the water, and I'm like, there is 1,000 spiders in that kayak right now. And everyone looked at the kayak and was like, we need to drown it. And so they just spent like a bunch of time trying to drown it. Trying to like my work. Why did I have to be busy with work? I couldn't get away. No, I'm so sorry, Durjin. I would have jumped in the lake. I couldn't even swim. I don't have with spiders. The web, yes. Yes. Guys, Ninja's not answering, so I'm just gonna effing talk about the drone. Okay, so you guys know, like, drones that you can film with? Like a mini drone, okay? So don't, wait, okay, hold on. I'm scrolling. I moved states again, listen, never come to see us. Oh, I'm so sorry, Eric's. Okay, drone. So, it's not important why we had the drone. The important part is that, it got stuck in a tree. And the drone, it's a filming drone. It films things. It had an SD card in it, okay? I fixed it, I need to say that. Okay, that's not the point. So the drone got stuck in a tree. And it had the SD card in it that had a lot of important stuff in it. Okay? And so it wasn't a case of like, oh, it's fine. It's just the drone stuck in the tree. If we can't get it down, we've just lost a drone and that sucks. It was, we've lost a drone and a lot of work. So we needed to get it down. Now, I need you guys to know how big this tree was. So hold on a second while I draw a little thing for you. Okay? Okay. So I'm gonna draw the average person. And then I'm going to draw the tree and where the drone was. Okay? I'm drawing, okay? Hold on. Okay, so here we go. Here is... Okay, hold on. Water first. Bonk! I have pictures of this, but I want you guys to know the scale, okay? Okay. Load, okay. So that's the average person, okay? I would say. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. Okay. That's the average person, okay? Okay? That's the average person. There was a ladder. So you went up the ladder, and then you would sit right here, okay? So you'd be standing there, okay? And by we, I mean me. I was standing there, okay? So you would stand right there, right? And then, this is where, like, okay, so we would be standing there. And then we would grab this, there was a stick. We had a stick about that big that was given to me to poke the drone. Now, the drone was, like, here. Okay? The drone, like, the stick was big, but the drone was, like, really high up. So we had to attach a stick to the stick. Okay? So we had this giant stick, and then me bracing along the tree, and then, like, the drone was, like, up here. And then, to make it worse, in front of the tree were power lines. So when the drone dropped, it could land on the power lines, but then also the stick could land on the power lines. Guess who's holding the effing stick? Me! Boy, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Yes, I remember the Insta stories and this was funny. Support streamers with ads. Oh, I didn't realize the ads started. I'm so sorry. Blue also climbed the tree. Blue also did climb up the tree, but it was a lot of me. So here we go. So, here's a picture of me in the tree. Please load. That's a picture of me in the tree. As you can see, you can't see the drone. You wanna know why? Because the drone's up here. Okay? Missed the explanation? Hold on, I will explain again. Piccolo, hello! This is excellent. I will explain again for the crowd. Blue was there, man, I missed the chance to meet my boss. Blue was there. Blue is amazing. I missed you too, Piccolo. Okay. There was a drone stuck in a tree. Here is the scale. That's a person. Here is the ladder. This is where the person was sitting. This is where the drone was. This is the stick to get it down. And there were power lines. Piccolo, thank you so much for the sub! With Prime! 5-month streak? Yo! Yo! Oh, okay, wait, there's a hype train. Actually, I think this is the best way to describe this. Hold on, we're turning off the music for a second. Okay, guys, now hold on. Now, this is gonna sound a little sellouty, but like, listen, okay, guys, it's September. You wanna know what that means? That means it's, September, you know? That time of the year where, Twitch has decided that in September, because it sounds like sub, they will make a holiday. Which means, if I read the little thingy correct, you get 20% off, your subs, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But that's not all. It stacks. So you get more percentage off your subs the longer you sub. So let's say you're like, I'm gonna sub 6 months in advance, then it gives you a bigger discount. I think, like, down below my stream, there's like a little highlight bar that will give you more information. But if you were thinking about, like, gifting subs or subbing yourself, now's the time, because you get it for cheaper. The gift sub they got from Raindrop, thank you so much, Void. I don't know why that didn't give a little notification thing. I think there might not be one with the thing that I use, but thank you so much, Void. Thank you. Anyways, just so you guys know. Anyways, tree cries and broke. It's okay, Ollie. I'm just, like, letting you know. I'm just, like, letting the people know that it is September. Now, here's the problem, guys. The good tree videos are not on my phone, because I was in the tree. I occasionally have a fever. That's not good. That's not good, Eric. Just remember that I have a really late shift and then I have a really early shift this week. Oh, a Callopin. A Callopin sucked. I mean, I had a Thursday, Friday, and then lost it all weekend, and then had it yesterday. Oof. Yeah, you should be definitely taking medicine. Do you like Phineas and Ferb? I don't... Yeah, I'd like Phineas and Ferb. Yeah. I haven't watched it in, like, a really long time, but I do. As in getting home at 4 p.m. and then having to wake up at 4. Yep, a Callopin. Those suck, dude. I'm so sorry. Okay, story time. I just figured out I'm Arrow Ace. Congratulations. That is a fun thing to, finally figure out about yourself. Congratulations. Nice. The marching band is doing a Phineas and Ferb show this Saturday. I'm excited to perform in it. Yo! Oh, that's cool, Piccolo. That's awesome. Yeah. Congratulations. So yeah, so I was in a tree. Now, here's the funny part about the tree, okay? Okay. So, I was in there for about half an hour, okay? Trying, with a stick, trying to, like, knock it down. Now, I'm pretty, like, good and braced. Like, I have my back on the tree trunk. I have a branch in front of me where my foot is on. And then I have another branch where my other foot is on. And I'm holding this stick. And I am, like, trying to get this drone down. And we were up there for about half an hour. We had to, like, attach another stick to the stick because it wasn't long enough. And everything like that. But it's gonna be awesome when I get all the footage, because not only did we have someone on the ground filming me the entire time, we had the drone filming, so we have the film from the drone of it getting knocked down, because if we did get it, guys, we got it. But also, we have a video of Mischief, that they were taking a video of themselves in the mirror, and, for a totally unrelated reason, and then you just hear, like, yelling and screaming of people going, yeah! Yeah! See, I'm not even playing Minecraft, and that was actually scary. Why'd you do that, Piccolo? This is Spoons. I stole an indoor phone because mine's dead. Okay, hello, Spoons. Ulterior, guess what I did today? What did you do today, Spoons? I knew you were perfectly safe. Yes. I was perfectly safe. Anyways, because it would be unexpected. I just turn around, there's a creeper there. Yeah, and so, like, you can hear in Spoons's, or not Spoons, in Mischief's, video, just, like, the yelling and clapping, and then they just go, I think they got the drone down. And it's, like, the best video. I got a piercing. I know! I saw on your Instagram story. It looks really good. Like, that's awesome. It looks awesome. It looks awesome. So anyways, that's, probably was the highlight of my cabin trip. And then, because we also, that night was the night that we finished the thing that we went up there to do. Everyone celebrated and did, like, a little party thing. There was a lot of drinking, and I think that was also... Yeah, there was a lot of drinking. And by a lot of drinking, I mean my sister and I didn't drink, and we watched a bunch of drunk people the entire night, which was funny to me. Yup. What did we do the next day? Next day was, I think, our last day at the cabin, or close to it. So we did some ski-doing, swimming, we had, like, a nice dinner at the table, all of us together, which was, like, the only time we did that, and we watched the Rocky Picture Horror Show. Next day was just, like, the drive back, and then, quite a few, was a drive back, and we slept, and then we went to Fan Expo Canada, which is the convention that happens in Toronto. Ooh, who left? Eric's, have a good night. Have a good dinner. Ooh, how was that? Overwhelming. Extremely. Extremely overwhelming. Because, okay, I've been to big cons before, right? I've been to PAX West, which is a huge convention. It is one of the biggest gaming conventions that happen in the world. And I've been to SakuraCon, and SakuraCon is a relatively big anime convention that happens in Seattle. Like, big conventions. And Toronto convention was about that size, okay? So it's a big convention, right? The thing is that it was very poorly mapped out. So not only was there a lot of people, they were bottlenecking you a lot. Which is why I'm pretty sure all of us got COVID there. Because we had to be next to people all the time. Like, there was, like, no way not to be next to people. I sat in a food court and did not go into the con because there was so many people. And we were there. Yeah, Keith, that was not a good convention to be your first one. I'll tell you that. Like, the conventions are not usually like that. It was the first big con I went to, and there was so much there. It was a lot. Okay, so a lot of people stayed in the food court, namely my sister. But me, Spoons, and Mischief cosplayed from Spy X Family. And we got a lot of compliments on that. Like, a lot of people wanted to take photos and everything like that, and that was awesome. That was great. That probably shouldn't have been your first one. No. Got some nice things, though. Fair enough. Okay, so, for people from Vancouver, I want you guys to imagine Fan Expo in Vancouver. Okay? And I want you guys to think of the convention in Vancouver, how it's that one big room. Now, that one big room, that was just Artist Alley at this convention. And when I say Artist Alley, I mean just where the artists are, not the booths, okay? Not the booths that sell the big, like, the t-shirts and the pop figures and the comic books and everything like that. Just the Artist Alley. Just people from the community that are selling fan art, okay? That's how big this convention was. And then there was a whole other section that was all the booths. And there was, like, a bunch of other things, too. There was a Genshin Impact booth. There was a TikTok booth. There was a bunch of different gaming booths. There was, like, Ubisoft had a thing there. And then that's not even the whole convention, obviously. There's like 2 floors that had panels in it. And then there's a whole other floor we didn't even go to that had a tattoo alley, a horror alley, all of the celebrity guests, all the meet and greets, and like a family room, like everything. And there was so many people, and it was so hard to get out because they would bottleneck you into places. And it was really overwhelming. Like, and I've been going to conventions for almost 10 years, and I'm telling you it's overwhelming. It was overwhelming, okay? Like, it was fun. Like, our cosplays looked bomb. Hold on, we give you a little sneak peek of cosplay. We give you a little sneak peek of cosplay, I think. So this is, with, Aster was cosplaying adult Anya. And then I'll show you a picture of Spoons afterwards. So that's me, and that's Mischief, and that's Aster. Thank you, Keith. The only way out was 2 wider escalators up 3 floors. It was true. And then I'll try to find a picture of Spoons, because I took a lot of videos for a vlog. So I don't know if I have a picture, actually. I don't have a picture of Spoons. Well, you guys will see pictures soon enough. But anyways. Yeah, and I got some stuff. So I got a lot of stuff from it, okay? I got some posters. Let me show you guys the posters that I got. 2 posters in particular that I'm very excited about. Making sure this is the right way. So I got the Avatar: The Last Airbender map. It's upside down, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Which is really, really cool. Like, I really, really like that. But then, now this is gonna be, like, nicher, but I've never seen anything like this before. The Road to El Dorado map. I was so stoked about this. Like, this is, like, one of my 2 childhood movies. Or did live in harmony. Instead, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and TikTok Nation attacked. That's awesome. Like, I was so excited about this. Also, Turgeon was an absolute sweetheart and got all of us Studio Ghibli posters. And so this is the one that I grabbed. And it says, "To see with eyes unclouded by hate." That's the one I got. And then I also got 2 stickers. I just don't remember where I threw them. Where did I put them? Okay, they must be in that one. Okay, I think I threw them in here, but now they're like... There we go. Okay. Got 2 stickers. I got a Chuya sticker. And then I got a Nico D'Angelo sticker. And I was very excited about those. Turgeon also gave us, like, a dice and, like, a rock. And so, like, they're over there. So I'm pretty excited about those. Go the Road to Elrond. I haven't seen that in ages. Oh my god, it's so good, right? Oh my god, I know, right? I didn't get these at the convention. But they're also posters that I have got. I love Nico so much. I know. Nico is just... The rock was Mischief. Rock was Mischief. Mischief gave me the rock. Turgeon gave me a dice. They're over there. So I got the Forest poster from Eslentha. And it says where magic grows. So this is drawn by Spoons. So I got that. Dragon has been going to lots of conventions throughout the year. And he was sitting beside a guy that was selling these posters, and so I got this. Welcome to Night Vale. That's Cecil and Carlos, and then we have Old Woman Josie and Koshek, the Angels, the Arby's, like the hooded figures, like everything. And I just... like, it's so good. And I was very excited about that, so that is also a thing that I got. And then, you guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this. I got a hat. I got a bucket hat. My frog hat fell to the ground. I had. So I've been basically wearing this like the entire time I was there. In fact, guys, someone tried to copy paste strike us on the or copyright strike us on the forest poster. Really? That's pretty funny. It's awesome. I'm very tempted to create it as like the collection. Do it, coward. Check your Discord. Uh-oh. Okay, Discord is starting up. Yeah, so I got an eye hat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. People are trying to contact me. Okay. Spoons just sent me a photo of their cosplay with them with a mustache. That's wonderful. I so much this idea with the dice, but we were at Dices ahead to get onto a trip. Ah, okay. Sorry about it, guys. It was a mistake. You're an absolute thief. You're checking Discord memes chat? Okay. Memes chat. Good hell, man. Spoons versus the rest of the cult here. I see no god up here other than me. I mean, that's true. Yeah. So, show it? Okay. I'm gonna simply expose, like, all of our other DMs. Because that's kind of how that works. Okay. Like, this is, like, updated since I've been here, and it's freaking me out. There. Go. That's it. That's the thing. Talking about memes, the Wilbur video. Oh my god, the Wilbur video is top tier. I love it so much. Anyways, yeah. It looked very cute. It was very good. Whoop. I meant to do that. What? Okay. Alright, that was like a mention. We only went for one day. Oh! If you're racist, then don't come to my show. Speaking of... We're pausing the music for a second. Okay. So, I want to talk about downtown Toronto, and how, I hate it a lot. Toronto sucks. And I'll tell you why Toronto sucks. People who are from, the mainland and also here, never complain about the transit system again, because, oh my god, is our trans system an effing godsend. Because the transit system in Toronto is effing non-existent. You have to drive a car to get to your first stop. If you have to drive a car to get to the first stop, then there's no point in public transportation. Anyways. It's so bad. It's so effing bad. You're on a transit system, what kind of drugs are you on? Exactly. So anyways, the point is, so that was one thing. Other thing. So we're in downtown Toronto. That's where Fan Expo is happening. It is happening right outside the Scotiabank Arena. Okay? So I want to tell you guys what was going on that day. So this is what was going on. Okay? We had Fan Expo Canada. Okay? That's one thing. There was a Blue Jays game happening in the Scotiabank Arena. That's another really big event, and that's right beside each other. There was a 21 Pilots concert on right next to us. That was also happening. There was a tech convention happening around there as well. So that's 4 pretty major events, I would say, that probably gather thousands of people. Okay? There was also, you know, a rally. The not good kind. you know? And they're all happening just in the same place. There was a lot of people downtown. But the funniest thing I saw about it, because I was on TikTok, and TikTok just knows where you live, or where you are, so I was getting a bunch of Toronto TikToks. And some people were just, like, saying, like, imagine having all of these fun events happening downtown, and you take work off to go to the rally. And I was just like, that's an L. It's this is a bucket meme. It really is. How did a fight not happen? Probably did, and we weren't around. I'll tell you what did happen, though. I have videos of this. We were at an intersection. One, I have come to the conclusion that people just don't know how to drive. You have a transit system where you live, confused and Texas, you don't have to drive everywhere for hours. Yes, there is a transit system, and I'm very grateful for it. It's amazing. While unlikely Ambersford and Chilliwack, transit is good if you live close to Vancouver. This is true. What I mean by good, I mean that it exists, okay? So, like, there's places, obviously, where I live, where, like, you do have to wait 2 hours for a bus. The thing is that it exists, and the 2-hour bus brings you to the place where there is more transit. That's simply not the case in Toronto. And also, it's just, like, poorly designed. Like, there's not, like, they don't put, like, a bunch of buses on, like, the heavy transit places. They actively take them away. Like, they had taken them away while we were there. Bro, sitting outside waiting for y'all, watching the drivers, I lost brain cells watching them. Like, for real. Okay, so, like, there was a rally going on, okay? Which means there was police that were, like, that had closed off the road so that the rally people could be in the middle of the road, okay? Like, they would do that for any protest. That's just the law, okay? That's fine. They had closed off the road. I guess people did not see that there were police in the middle of the road, and they would still try to turn into that lane. Which they can't do. Hold on, I'll turn the music back on. Which they can't do because there's police there. I got jump scared by my computer notification. Thankfully, I missed the bus on the way out. Never been so happy to have driven when everyone else was on the bus. Okay, actually, though. People stopping with their hazard lights on. There's people stopping with their hazard lights on. There was multiple ambulances trying to go through the traffic. That couldn't because people weren't moving out of the way. And then there were just people on bikes that would bike by, which is fine. That's normal in a city to have people on bikes. But every single group of them, and there was like 4 or 5 groups that we saw, and there were different groups. They were not part of the same people. They would go by, like, wheeling. Like, they would go by on one wheel on their bike. All of them. Like, right by the police. And I'm like, what is happening? Oh, and the illegal U-turns. Illegal U-turns. Toronto sounds like a nightmare. It was an effing nightmare. It was really... As someone born there, it was a nightmare. Anyways, so we lost brain cells doing that. Like, we were people watching for probably about an hour and a half, and it is, like, the most car accidents I've seen almost happen ever. It was crazy. What is this next day? I think we relaxed the next day. We watched Cakebird's new video. If you guys haven't watched Cakebird's new video, go do it right this instant. It has me, Mika, and Cakebird in it, and it's effing hilarious. Oh, but this is relevant. Hold on, we're pausing this. This is relevant because it's September 6th, okay? Here's a little sneak peek of the video. Here's a little sneak peek of the video. Absolutely. You can hear Mischief and me talking in the background.
No. Cake bird. Demon emoji. genuine anger in Alter's voice.
We'll deal with this on September 6th.
We will be dealing with it on September 6th. Yeah, okay.
I have a video of Cakebird reacting to that, and we simply didn't deal with it. Were they purposely missing the hole? I don't think so. Me and two other Texans had to explain some of that. Texan cops do need these expensive amounts race cars because our highways are long and people easily speed down at 150 miles per hour. That's interesting. That's fun. Okay, yeah, so that was the day we relaxed. And then, we went climbing. That was fun. That was pretty fun. We went climbing. We had a cowboy hat. I don't know why we had a cowboy hat, but we did. We went climbing. And then, we drove to Niagara Falls. This was the thing I didn't know we were doing. I need to turn the light down. The sun is setting. It is becoming nighttime. I was in the video when I correctly stated that I would never sabotage one of my fellow sportsmen's golf players. This is true and factual. We went to... I look so ghostly pale now. That's so cool. That's so fun. Anyways. We went to Niagara Falls. I didn't know we were going to Niagara Falls. We went to the Rainforest Cafe. We didn't realize that the Rainforest Cafe, is obscenely expensive. Okay? Because I'm thinking every restaurant I've ever been to, basically, the food is like, the most expensive foods are like $25, okay? The cheapest food there was $25. So we all ordered appetizers, and we shared the appetizers. So that was fun. We were there at night. Yeah, and I've never been to Niagara Falls, and I didn't know that we were gonna go. Ooh, music coming back on. Yeah, and there was lights. I didn't realize that by Niagara Falls was just like a bunch of like weird shops. So we went inside the weird shops. And this is now this is where Ninja started to feel sick. Okay? And so we went back home, and Ninja was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. And we're like, that's fair. We're thinking he caught a cold or allergies or whatever, and we're fine. You look so ghostly pale, as I hate to break it to you, but you're white. Also, most of your food is $25, what the F? But it's, Ollie, you have to think of the conversion rate as well. Okay, yeah, okay, ethnically, I am white, but I am telling you right now that I am Italian, and my skin is very tan, and you just can't see it on the camera. I swear to God, my skin is, like, I am white. I need to reiterate this. Like, ethnically, I am white. My race is white. But, like, I am brown. The color of my skin is brown. I swear to God. I just don't know how to prove that to you guys. I feel like if I were to change this to orange, you guys would be able to see it. Hold on. Okay, I changed it to orange. I'm effing brown. The color of my palms is lighter than the color of my hands. Me, who is Nordic running strong in their vein, would probably look like a ghost. Probably. They're very tan. I am very tan. And, like, this looks better. Anyways, so we watched Hamilton. That was fun. Every brother they say is the reflect light. Look! Okay, this is, like, the only way I could prove this. Okay. Okay, you guys ready? You guys ready for this? Okay, so we're just gonna... Hold on. This is the only way I'm gonna be able to prove this. I don't know if this is actually gonna work. Okay, so... Okay. Okay. This is the... Okay, that is the color of my stomach, okay? Right? Because it does not see the light, so it's very, very pale, okay? Look at the color of my arm compared to the color of my stomach. Look at this. Like, this never sees the sun. I am two different colors. Or, like, I think you can see it on my shoulder, too. whenever I'm pale, my arms do that too. Heart joke. Ah! Anyways, I swear to God, I'm two different colors. That's where you're not white. My mom isn't wrong about me being a pale Mexican. You're not that white. No, I like, ethnically I'm white. Like, I'm white on both sides of my family. Like, I'm, like, Italian and French Canadian. Like, I'm white, but Italians, their skin is darker. They live in a hotter climate. So they tan, and they usually stay tan. And so when I tan, I tan for a long time. And it stays like that for a while. Spicy white. Yeah. Anyways, so this is when people started to feel sick and stuff. So we were inside for a long time. So there's like, we watched Hamilton, and that's the only thing we did that day. We made dinner, and that's the only thing we did that day. We set up a projector outside, and we watched Legally Blonde. And that's the only thing we did that day. We watched Wilbur Lore. And that is the only thing we did that day. And then, we started to feel better. Didn't have a fever anymore, wasn't showing symptoms and everything like that. And so Ninja Spoons and I went to go see MCR. And so I have a bunch of videos of us seeing MCR. I think I'm gonna upload these videos onto my computer. And in the future, Legally Blonde was awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sing this, guys. I think my throat is going to die. But we'll try, okay? Dum, bum, 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 bum. So, come on, one and all, and see the apathy. The rings of grace and souls to fill the tapestry. I look to all of you and see a species, aspiration for a different destination to me. Plus the Pennines, Thin Blue Line, and Knife in the Mall would do something. It wasn't all so effortful. I look so high, my brain can't even look at the fall. And when you reach the top, there's nowhere else to go but take drugs? No. It's not like sore throat. It's like I haven't used it a lot. Okay, anyways. So I think I appreciate the cat jabs. So I think at some point in the early future, I'm going to upload all of the specifically the My Chemical Romance videos onto my computer so we can watch them nicely. With me in the corner and everything like that. And we say F at the DMCA because who the F cares? But the NCR concert, amazing, so cool. There were such cool things. He had a cool backdrop and everything like that. And then I went to sleep. And then I went on a plane, and then I came back, home. And I didn't go to work, because my boss told me not to go to work. And then today happened, you know? And that is been today. When I came back home, my parents had also gone on a trip to a cabin, and they brought me a gift. Warm Atlantic country province, wearing a swimsuit in the very beginning of summer and never wearing it again, but still having the tan for months afterwards. Oh my god. We never got photos of the Rowan fit. Aw, shoot. Yeah, my parents went on a trip to a cabin as well, and they got me a gift, and they were just like, yeah, we're being super original with this gift. Now, the preface this joke, my parents are the people who bought me this necklace when I turned 25. It has a key on it, because they went up to the lady and said, like, oh, we want to buy jewelry, but we don't want anything girly, right? So, like, the person was just like, oh, like, these diamond hearts are super, like, in style and everything like that, and my parents were like, no, they're not gonna wear that. But then they saw this key, and they were just like, oh, their podcast has keys in it. We'll get them this, and I love it, and that's why I wear it all the time. So, they came back with this. Like, they're like these decoration keys, and they're heavy. Like, they're metal. These are like full metal keys. And so now they just live here. on my desk. Moving parts, spend it not spend because hands on the back never go away. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, my tan goes away in the winter. It's done after that. So that was pretty much the whole trip. We side. No. So that's pretty much the whole trip. That's all the things that we did. There's a bunch of, like, stories I'm probably gonna remember, like tomorrow, and I'll be like, oh yeah, this also happened on the trip. But that was, like, kind of like the big overview. It definitely has felt a lot longer than, like, 2 weeks. Like, it feels like I've been away for 2 months. Like, so much happened. And it feels even weirder because now I'm home and I'm supposed to be going back to work and I'm not because I'm sick. So that feels weirder. Because I'm now not going back to work. So the VOD is gonna love sick tear singing. It probably sounds pretty awful, right? Like, my ears are kind of, like, a little bit blocked up, and, like, you could probably hear there's, like, a little congestion, but, like, can we kill that man? We did kill a man, that's true. Yeah, we're gonna get a Steins Gate stream on Thursday. Now, you actually were correct the first time, because we probably will get one tomorrow, because I don't know what else we would play. I haven't seen y'all in a week, and I miss y'all already. Yeah, oh my god. I miss talking about my day with people. Like, so, for people who don't stream, this is like, what my whole day consists of. When I go to work, I will think of things, or things will happen. Today is Tuesday. Oh, you're right, today is Tuesday. I forgot that yesterday was a holiday. Shoot. This weekend is coming up way faster than it was supposed to. Oh, F. Okay, we might be getting... I don't know, guys. Tomorrow might be a Backrooms stream, because there's new Backrooms videos, and then Ollie was correct, and there might be Steins Gate on Thursday. What do you mean it's not Monday? I know, right? What's this weekend? The Gorillaz concert. There's a Gorillaz concert this weekend. I need to be better by this weekend! I want to go to the Gorillaz! Wait, Joe Spoons is home for Backrooms? Okay, we might switch the days up then. Not the point. The point is... What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys my experience with COVID, okay? Now, here's the thing. School feels like a week, but it's been 4, and you've, been gone... Has felt like 2 months. Uh-oh. They said, please? Yeah, I can wait for Spoons. It's not... That's fine. I don't mind waiting. Now, let me tell you my experience with COVID. Okay, so, I have not been diagnosed with ADHD, okay? So I would never, like, try and get the medication for it, because I haven't been diagnosed, okay? Now, if I don't have ADHD, dyslexia and ADHD have a lot of crossover, so a lot of the, like, things that help people with ADHD help me, like the skills and stuff, not the drugs. But what I'm trying to say is that my brain is doing a bajillion things at the same time. It's like having a bunch of tabs open all the time. And it really is random which is the one that's the face view one. And some of them are playing music, and you don't know which one it is. But COVID turned all the tabs off. Like, to the point where, like, I was sitting on the bed. I'd be sitting on the bed cross-legged, like this, and be staring at the wall, and my brain would be completely empty. Like, the only thing I would, like, hear would be, like, the fan. And it wouldn't be, like, annoying, like, sensory overload fan. It's just that it was the only thing that was happening in my brain. And that would be it. And I would just be, like, sitting there and be like... I could not picture anything in my head. It was weird. how much is, I realize there's no way I'm gonna be able to afford it. The cheapest tickets right now are like 140 or $104. Wait, you mean if I got COVID I could get quiet? No. No, this is not the- No! I 50 times over 3 different songs are coming from somewhere. One show is playing somewhere and the screen is frozen. Oh, did my fan break your brain? No. It wasn't when I moved to the room. It was when I was in the basement. Like, this only happened for like 2 days. And then it went away. And then, like, everything came back. But, like, it was weird because, okay, so guess who's back? I think it's Eric's. I don't know if that would be a blessing or a curse. It's actually the worst. Because, okay, now I'm going to tell you guys something about dyslexia. It's specifically how my dyslexia works. Now, how my dyslexia works is how I read and how I remember things and how I process things is pictures. Completely. Like, I have a very visual brain. The thing with dyslexia is a reason why it's really hard to read is because reading is 2D and our brains think purely in 3D. So if you were to give me a Rubik's Cube, I'd be able to rotate it in my head. That type of thing. You know what I mean? And it's like a bunch of stuff like that. And apparently not everyone can do that. And so the thing is the reason, the fact that my brain processes everything visually, and not only visually, but in 3D, when you turn it off, I can't remember anything. And so, like, I couldn't read. Like, I physically could not read. Like, the first, like, 2 or 3 days that I had COVID, my brain was so, like, off that, like, I was trying to read my book, because I was like, okay, there's something else to do. I'm sick, and I'm in bed, and I can't leave the house, so I might as well read. And I couldn't read, which was frustrating, obviously. And I couldn't do anything else, because everything I think is visual. And then I'm trying to talk with, like, Spoons, because Spoons was there, because, like, the first 2 days we didn't know I had COVID, we thought I had a head cold. And, like, I'm trying to talk with Spoons, and Spoons is talking at me, and I cannot hear them. I don't think they realize this, actually. They might come back and realize it afterwards. But, like, I do not remember a single conversation that we had the first 2 days in the basement. Because my brain just, like, couldn't grasp it. I need to have some kind of music or podcast going at all times, because I can hear every single thing. Yeah, exactly. Watch it kept laughing, so I'm back. Fair enough. Wait, my brain works the same way. Instead of an inner monologue, I have some of the inner slideshow 3D models. Yeah, that would be horrible. I wouldn't be able to think. Like, I couldn't, like, I'm so sorry, Spoons. Like, I didn't realize it until I came back home. And I was like, wait, hold on. Wait, that isn't normal? What isn't normal? See, different brains work in different ways. Like, having a 3D brain isn't abnormal, it's just a percentage of the population has it. It's on a scale. It's not abnormal, it's just, you know, from my heart out to you, could you do this, Basement Buddies? I'm sorry, I don't! Ah! I couldn't remember anything! It got better, but, like, oh boy. It wasn't good, man. So that was a fun thing with COVID. I have inner monologue with just, like, characters doing things. Yeah, same. Just, it was so weird. Like, I couldn't listen to anything. I couldn't, like, read. I literally slept, like, so much because it was just, like, I couldn't do anything else and I would get so bored. When they're reporting their heart at you and you just didn't hear, like, pretty much. It was just, like, when I was, tab trying to load but kept failing. Multiple dippy conversation in my head. Oh my god. I think my trauma started when, yeah. No, we definitely didn't have a conversation like that in the basement. Definitely not. Like, it was definitely us talking about, like, the Umbrella Academy or something. But, like, it wasn't good, man. It just wasn't good. I was just like, uh-oh, this is, yikes. Yikes. I've had the knitting thing in the tags the whole time, and I just simply haven't knitted. I'm sorry, guys. I did not knit for 2 weeks. That's also a thing. Because I didn't bring my knitting stuff. You're still eating that soup? Yeah, because I haven't been eating it the whole time. It also tastes weird. I can taste the spoon more than I can taste the soup. Wait, I could have seen you knit in person? No. Because I simply didn't bring any of my knitting stuff. That's what I'm saying. I didn't knit for 2 weeks. I didn't bring any of my knitting stuff. Because I was like, I'm gonna have no time to do this. Because the thing I need you guys to know about my knitting is that if I knit something that's like, just like, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, I get so bored, like, so fast, that it needs to be complicated, right? But all my patterns are on the computer. And I obviously wasn't gonna bring my computer. So, there was no point in bringing any of my knitting. In the lore I got to, I was born and raised in Utah, laughed and went to get pizza since it arrived at that moment. Yeah. Feel that. Tasting spoon more than soup, felt that. Yeah. We had multiple store trips in a con, we have gotten you needles and yarn. Yeah, but I wouldn't have been able to knit anything. Because, like, I need a pattern. So, you know, not everyone has seen the lore. Yeah, but I did say that already. I said that at the beginning of the stream. I say move, but I have never been to Utah. Utah is okay. It's really warm. There's a really good cookie shop in Utah somewhere. Like a really, really good cookie shop. But I don't remember where it was, so good luck, lol. It's somewhere in the 1000 streets. That narrows it down quite considerably. But not a lot. Dude, I wasn't listening. Hello from the Hollywood. Like, I like his voice, but I zone out every time I listen. You know, they're calling, but can concentrate. Or I'm not concentrating, I'm just like hearing it in the background. Oh, I like miss a few episodes of Hello from the Hollywood. Because obviously I've been on a trip, so I haven't been listening to them. So there's like 4 or 5 episodes that like I haven't heard. Gotta go for dinner? Okay, let's have fun. We did look for some on the MCR Saturday. This is true. Well, okay, yeah, we looked for patterns. Okay, the one knitting store we went to, I walked in, and like, now, I'm gonna assume that most people here haven't been to a yarn shop before, but yarn shops come in 2 different forms. The same way that used bookstores come in 2 different forms, okay? There is the shop you walk into, and everything is organized by color. Everything has its own little row. There is plenty of floor space. And everything looks like so pristine, and there's no price tags anywhere. And it just looks expensive. Like how a used bookstore that's like that looks expensive. And then there's the ones that you go into, and there's like buckets of yarn on the ground. Like, they're all kind of in a section. They're like, there is organizing by color, kind of. There's like no floor space. There's like books everywhere. There's like a class going on. The one we went to was the former. And I walked in there and I was like, hey, so I'm looking for knitting patterns. And the person was like, we don't sell those. And I'm like looking around at their like huge collection of yarn, and the fact they're called like, they have the word knit in their name. And I'm like, you guys don't sell knitting patterns? And the person's like, yeah, there's like some of those like binders down there. And I open them up and each pattern is like $10. Like, the pattern is $10. And I'm like, so we're gatekeeping today. That's so cool. And then we left. Like, she did not look interested. And to be fair, we were in our MCR outfits. But like, dude. Like, my man. I didn't hear that. My brain just knows that, although it's just playing, fair enough. Yeah, so I left. Anyways. But, here's the progress that I did today, because I've been home today. Because I'm sick and I can't go to work. Here's the progress. Here's the little progress of my knitting stuff. That's the beginning of it. We had to do this little triangle thing 7 times before I can do the back. I finally have decided what I'm gonna do for the back. So, as you guys can see, this is the front, right? So what I think I'm gonna do for the back is at 11 p.m. I need to be responsive and sleep because I have to tech people. Oh, have a good night, Turgeon. Have a good night. Have a good night. Whoops. So, this is my plan for this. My plan is on the back. We have, like, the same blue, the same thing at the bottom. But then we have our four guys here, right? And then this bird is, like, falling down. Like, it has gotten here and it started falling. And, like, maybe maybe it's falling here and the guys are, like, here. That's what the back is. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Hopefully we're moving a bookcase tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Have a good night, Tori! Have a good night! I'm not gonna end yet. I'm waiting for Mischief to go live, because Mischief is also going live. But I'm gonna tell you guys what might be happening for the rest of the week. So, tomorrow's Wednesday. So, tomorrow, I think I'll play Steins Gate tomorrow, because I am streaming tomorrow. We're going back to the basically every day grind, you know? Okay, I've asked it before, you said because of stream delay. Ah, no, it's okay. Yeah, so Wednesday, I think we'll play Steins Gate. Thursday, backroom stream. Friday, maybe we try to finish Stray. Because I really do want to get that done. I want to finish Stray. I don't know how much is left, but we'll try and finish Stray. Saturday, maybe we'll start that game that everyone wants me to play, which is Cult of the Lamb. Like, everyone has been asking me to play that game, and I was like, no, I have to finish Stray first, you know, before I can play. So, Cult of the Lamb on Saturday. But this, like, also, like, this will all happen no matter if I go to work or not, so, you know, after this I have to go take a COVID test. It would be kind of funny if and now I get to watch you before work. This is gonna be odd. Uh-oh. Is Ultra no longer a Minecraft streamer? What do you mean? It's just not on the schedule, like, right now. Okay, but, like, I was never a Minecraft streamer. There just is parts of the time where I play a lot of Minecraft. But the only thing I really have going on right now, because, like, I ate too much pizza and I feel sick. Oh no, I'm sorry, Erics. Because, okay, so Watchers SMP. I haven't talked about Watchers SMP in a while. Watchers SMP is not dead. We haven't deleted the server. Nothing's going wrong. Hello, Billy Bumble. I was just about to start talking about you, so this is awkward. You are totally a Minecraft streamer? Uh-oh. Lego City is going on. This is true. There's still lore. There's still lore happening in Watchers SMP. I'm not here, don't worry. Okay, well, basically, what we're waiting. We're waiting for, so, Billy Bumble is on a different schedule than the rest of us. Like, streaming-wise and everything like that, as people who watch Billy Bumble probably know. So we didn't think it would be fair to play on the Watchers SMP while one of us, like, can't log on, basically. Especially, like, with how the lore is kind of going right now, where there's, like, Lego City and everything like that, and, like, Billy Bumble is, like, kind of, like, central to that. So we're waiting, basically. So it's not dead. Like, we're gonna go back on it. It's just that we're literally waiting. If anyone was, like, worried about that. So Watchers SMP will come back. I have ideas that I want. I am the main character. No, wait. What? I have an idea for, like, the year anniversary of the Watchers as well, even though we haven't played for, like, a few months on it. Lego City is the main character? Oh boy. No, we're working on the blanket today, hands hurt? Fair enough. I get cramps, like, right here on both my hands when I knit for too long. Which I don't know about Watchers. To be fair, the lore on it is mostly character based at the moment. Like, nothing has really, like, happened. It's mostly like, this is the character, and this is how they interact with all the other characters. Other than that, there's not much lore going on. I would like that to change. But so a lot of times on Minecraft server, the lore happens from conflict, but I didn't want that to be, like, our go-to, where, like, a war starts happening. I wanted it to be cooler than that, and, basically with Lego City, we have skipped the little Manberg, and we have gone straight to the egg. Which I quite like, to be fair. He needs to jump on again, so... soon? Yeah. Past 10, so it's quiet time. My sister wants to turn off stream. Oh. Uh-oh. You've seen that meme where it's like me to my dad when he turned on anything that wasn't. You guys know that meme? Oh my god. Anyways. Yeah, but Minecraft, like, basically the only other thing I have going on Minecraft-wise is that modded like solo world that I have, which I do want to go back on, but that seems like that's something I would play on a weekend when I have, like, a lot of time to do it, and I don't right now. Yeah. I started watching End of the Effing World. I've heard of that, but I've never watched it. Um, there's another Minecraft thing that might happen soon, hopefully, but I don't think the person that was working on it is working on it at the moment. But it would be cool. It would be cool when it happens. There's actually two separate cool Minecraft things that are supposed to happen soonish that I don't know when they're gonna happen. So we'll see, I guess. But yeah, tomorrow Steins Gate. I'm excited for Steins Gate. I haven't played Steins Gate in such a long time. Oh my god. Oh my god, Steins Gate. Oh my god. Babe. Guys, you know what? Okay, hold on a second. How much time do we have left? We have like 15 minutes. Hold on, we're going to YouTube. Dance, hash, money, bags, we don't have money, that's what I got to do. Cash, money, bag. Guys, we're going to the Cakebird account. Because I have a feeling that some of you guys have not watched this video. Okay? Now, we're gonna watch this. This is the video, by the way. We're gonna watch this video until Mischief goes live. And then I'm gonna stop it. Okay? I want you guys to click that link. And I want you guys to watch it afterwards. Okay? I did comment 15 times. That's so cool. Did you really? Hold on. You did comment quite a few times on this. Yes, that's so cool. So I think this is what we're gonna do for the last 15 minutes. No, don't spoil it? What do you mean don't spoil it? We're watching it right now. We're gonna watch it, Ollie. We're gonna watch it. From the beginning. Not the... This is Cakebird's video. This is not what I wanted. We're gonna watch it. Yes, Billy Bumble. Walter, did you have the Arizona? No. But, now Billy Bumble. Now I have a question for you. Did you by chance shake it? Is that why you guys want me to open it? Because if that's the joke, I need you guys to know that when you guys shake an Arizona in a carton, it doesn't explode when you open it. So if that was like the prank, I'm telling you guys it didn't work. Boss is live? Never mind. We're not watching Cakebird's video. L to Cakebird, I guess. Lol. We'll watch it some other time with Cakebird, and I think that would be funny. No, I haven't had the Arizona yet, because I simply can't really, like, taste things. So, well, I can, but, like, not really, so I kind of want to enjoy it, you know? I kind of want to... Anyways, but, I'm gonna drink it, probably tomorrow. But you guys are making me more nervous about the Arizona, the more you guys talk about wanting me to drink it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, are we rating? Gosh, I wonder who. I literally, like, Keith has said this, and I didn't even say that we were rating it. I have just, look at this, guys. Watch this. Okay, you guys ready? Hold on. What should I write? Look at that. I've been subscribed for 8 months. You must have it when you are live? Why? I can do it live tomorrow. Balls? Okay. I can do that. Balls. Big ones, even. Well, let's put on some music. Big ones, even. Big ones, even. Yup. Guys, I'm so cool. Anyways. I will have it live on stream tomorrow, and, if you guys have poisoned it, L to me, I guess. Billy, thank you so much for the 6 months. Thank you. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow for Steins Gate. Sorry I didn't do any knitting. I got distracted by catching you guys up on literally 2 weeks. So, I will see you guys in Mischief stream. Mischief is just chatting, so comes back from break, effing dies. I will cry. Anyways.